Is Bryan Johnson just cake? And is he selling supplements with a compound that might not even be legal?
Spending millions to live forever.
I am the healthiest person on planet Earth. My competitor is Jesus.
Just last year, there was this huge scandal with a Japanese pharmaceutical company's contaminated red yeast rice supplement, killing and injuring many people. I remember seeing all these apology commercials on TV here in Tokyo.
We have done what no one else has before. We've built the best health protocol in history.
Bryan Johnson sells red yeast rice as part of his supplement stack. I'm not saying it's contaminated, but I think it might work too well. The other day, someone contacted me about a Blueprint subreddit mod deleting a particular post suggesting that Blueprint was importing some of their supplements from China. That by itself didn't seem like that big of a deal, but I did get curious about who their red yeast rice supplier was. Because earlier I noticed on the Blueprint Amazon page that their red yeast rice supplement was very high in a particular compound called monocolin K, which might be illegal to sell in the United States. Okay, let me explain how this works. According to the FDA, monocolin K is chemically identical to the prescription drug lovastatin. Doctors prescribe statins like lovastatin to their patients to lower cholesterol, but they have well-known risks. As Bryan says himself in his own tweet about statins, statins are prescription drugs that should not be taken without consulting your doctors. While common side effects include muscle pain, a much rarer side effect is muscles breaking down, which leads to severe muscle pain and irreversible muscle and kidney damage. And remember, monocolin K, which is apparently in Bryan's supplements, is chemically identical to the statin lovastatin. You also need to avoid alcohol while taking lovastatin because it can cause liver problems. You need to avoid it depending on what other prescriptions you're taking or if you're eating grapefruit.
It just works for everyone.
According to the NIH, you can't even legally sell red yeast rice products if they have considerable amounts of monocolin K. So how much monocolin K is in Blueprint's supplement? As of today, if you go to their Amazon store page, you see that it says that Blueprint's red yeast rice is enriched with 2% monocolin K. They say there's 500 milligrams of red yeast rice and 2% of 500 milligrams is 10 milligrams, meaning that this supplement may actually be on par with an actual prescription dose of lovastatin. An EFSA panel on food additives found a risk of severe adverse events with 1/3 of that dose, only 3 milligrams. However, it may actually be more than 10 milligrams. Remember that website suggesting that this is their Chinese supplier? If you go to that website, you see that they have red yeast rice powder and red yeast rice granules. The granules have 3% monocolin K and the powder has over 5%. So how much is in the Blueprint supplement? Is it 2% or could it be as high as 3% or 5%? Imagine if your doctor gave you a drug and he didn't even know how big the dose was.
The best thing you can buy.
Wait, but lucky for us, Blueprint tests all their products.
Third-party lab tests our ingredients and they have that summary sheet. We post that. Everything's transparent.
Let's take a look at the COA for the red yeast rice supplement. Wait a minute, they didn't even test for monocolin K. It's kind of odd for a company to advertise how transparent they are and how they test all their supplements, but they don't even test for this compound. According to the NIH, they might not even be able to legally sell this if it has this much monocolin K. This is day 28 of investigating if Bryan Johnson's story is a scam.